Psalm 91. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. Surely He will deliver you from the snare of the fowler, and from the deadly plague. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will take refuge. His faithfulness is your shield and wall. You shall not be afraid of the terror by night, nor of the arrow that flies by day, nor of the plague that walks in darkness, nor of the destruction that wastes at noonday. 1,000 may fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only look with your eyes, and see the recompense of the wicked. Because you have made the Lord your refuge, and the Most High your dwelling place, no evil shall happen to you, nor shall any plague come near your dwelling. For He will give His angels charge over you, to guard you in all your ways. They will bear you up in their hands, lest you strike your foot against a stone. You will tread upon the lion and cobra. You will trample the young lion and the serpent underfoot. Because He has set His love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he has known my name. He will call on me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life, I will satisfy him, and show him my salvation. Psalm 27. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When evildoers came against me, to eat up my flesh, my adversaries and my foes, they stumbled and fell. Though an army encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war rise against me, even then I will be confident. One thing I have asked of the Lord, this I will seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to see the Lord's beauty, and to inquire in His temple. For in the day of trouble, He will hide me in His shelter. In the secret place of His tabernacle, He will hide me. He will set me high on a rock. Now my head will be lifted up, above my enemies around me. I will offer sacrifices of joy in His tabernacle. I will sing. Yes, I will sing praises to the Lord. Hear, Lord, when I cry with my voice. Have mercy also on me, and answer me. You said, seek my face. My heart says to you, I will seek your face, Lord. Do not hide your face from me. Do not turn your servant away in anger. You have been my help. Do not abandon me, nor forsake me, God of my salvation. Though my father and my mother forsake me, the Lord will take me in. Teach me your way, Lord. Lead me on a level path, because of my enemies. Do not deliver me over to the desire of my adversaries, for false witnesses have risen up against me, such as breathe out violence. I would have lost heart, unless I had believed that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait for the Lord. Be strong, and let your heart take courage. Yes, wait for the Lord. Psalm 35. Contend, Lord, with those who contend with me. Fight against those who fight against me. Take hold of shield and buckler, and stand up for my help. Draw out also the spear, and block the way of those who pursue me. Say to my soul, I am your salvation. Let those who seek my life be disappointed and brought to dishonor. Let those who plot my ruin be turned back and confounded. Let them be like chaff before the wind, with the angel of the Lord driving them away. Let their way be dark and slippery, with the angel of the Lord pursuing them. For without cause they hid their net for me. Without reason, they dug a pit for my soul. Let destruction come on them unawares. Let the net that they have hidden catch them. Let them fall into it to their own ruin. Then my soul will rejoice in the Lord. It will be joyful in his salvation. All my bones shall say, Lord, who is like you? Who delivers the weak from him who is too strong for him? Yes, the poor and the needy from him who robs them. Unrighteous witnesses rise up. They ask me about things I do not know. They reward me evil for good, to the sorrow of my soul. But as for me, when they were sick, I wore sackcloth. I humbled my soul with fasting. My prayer returned into my own bosom. I behaved as though they were my friend or my brother. I bowed down in grief, as one mourning his mother. But at my stumbling, they rejoiced and gathered together. They gathered against me. Slanderers whom I did not know tore at me without ceasing. They put me to the test. They mocked me with their teeth. Lord, how long will you look on? Rescue my soul from their destruction, my precious life from the lions. I will give you thanks in the great assembly. I will praise you among many people. Do not let those who are my enemies wrongfully rejoice over me. Do not let those who hate me without cause wink their eye at me. For they do not speak peace, but they devise deceitful words against those who are quiet in the land. Yes, they opened their mouth wide against me. They said, Aha! Aha! Our eyes have seen it. You have seen it, Lord. Do not keep silent. Lord, do not be far from me. Wake up, rise up to my defense, my God and my Lord, to my cause. Judge me, Lord my God, according to your righteousness. Do not let them rejoice over me. Do not let them say in their hearts, "Aha! That is what we wanted." Do not let them say, "We have swallowed him up." Let them be disappointed and confounded together, who rejoice at my distress. Let them be clothed with shame and dishonor, who magnify themselves against me. Let those who favor my righteous cause shout for joy and be glad. Yes, let them say continually, "The Lord be magnified, who delights in the well-being of his servant." My tongue will speak of your righteousness, and of your praise all day long. Psalm 121. I lift up my eyes to the hills. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. He will not allow your foot to be moved. He who keeps you will not slumber. Behold, he who keeps Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is your keeper. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all evil. He will guard your soul. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. Psalm 18. I love you, Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge. He is my shield, and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. I call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised, and I am saved from my enemies. The cords of death surrounded me. The floods of destruction overwhelmed me. The grave wrapped its ropes around me. The snares of death confronted me. In my distress, I called upon the Lord. I cried to my God for help. He heard my voice from his temple, and my cry came before him into his ears. Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundations of the mountains quaked and were shaken, because he was angry. Smoke went up from his nostrils. Consuming fire came from his mouth. Burning coals blazed forth from him. He parted the heavens and came down. Dark clouds were under his feet. He rode upon a cherub and flew. He soared on the wings of the wind. He made darkness his hiding place. Thick clouds surrounded him. From the brightness of his presence, hailstones and coals of fire broke forth. The Lord thundered from heaven. The Most High uttered his voice. He sent out his arrows and scattered them. He hurled great bolts of lightning and routed them. Then the valleys of the sea were exposed. The foundations of the earth were laid bare. At your rebuke, Lord, at the blast of the breath from your nostrils, he reached down from on high and took hold of me. He drew me out of deep waters. He rescued me from my powerful enemy, from those who hated me. for they were too strong for me. They confronted me in the day of my disaster, but the Lord was my support. He brought me out into a spacious place. He rescued me because he delighted in me. The Lord has dealt with me according to my righteousness. According to the cleanness of my hands, he has rewarded me. For I have kept the ways of the Lord. I have not turned from my God to wickedness. All his laws are before me. I have not turned away from his statutes. To the faithful, you show yourself faithful. To the blameless, you show yourself blameless. To the pure, you show yourself pure. But to the crooked, you show yourself shrewd. You save the humble, but you bring low those whose eyes are haughty. For you, Lord, keep my lamp burning. My God lights up my darkness. With you, I can advance against a troop. With my God, I can leap over a wall. As for God, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord is flawless. He is a shield for all who take refuge in him. For who is God besides the Lord? And who is the rock except our God? It is God who arms me with strength and makes my way perfect. He makes my feet like the feet of a deer. He causes me to stand on the heights. He trains my hands for battle. My arms can bend a bow of bronze. You have given me the shield of your salvation. Your right hand upholds me. Your gentleness has made me great. You have made a wide path for my feet, so that my ankles do not give way. I pursued my enemies and overtook them. I did not turn back until they were destroyed. I crushed them so they could not rise. They fell beneath my feet. You armed me with strength for battle. You subdued my adversaries beneath me. You made my enemies turn their backs in flight, and I destroyed my foes. They cried for help, but there was no one to save them. They cried to the Lord, but he did not answer. I beat them as fine as dust before the wind. I trampled them like mud in the streets. You have delivered me from the attacks of the people. You have made me the head of nations. People I did not know now serve me. As soon as they hear me, they obey me. Foreigners cower before me. They lose heart. They come trembling from their strongholds. The Lord lives. Blessed be my rock. Exalted be God, my Savior. He is the God who avenges me, who subdues nations under me, who saves me from my enemies. You exalted me above my foes. You rescued me from violent men. Therefore, I will praise you, Lord, among the nations. I will sing the praises of your name. He gives great victories to his king. He shows unfailing love to his anointed, to David and to his descendants forever. Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in the paths of righteousness, for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me, in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely, goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Psalm 59. Deliver me from my enemies, O my God. Protect me from those who rise up against me. Deliver me from those who practice iniquity, and save me from bloodthirsty men. For behold, they lie in wait for my soul. The mighty gather against me, not for my transgression, nor for my sin, Lord. I have done no wrong, yet they run and prepare themselves. Awake to help me, and see. You, Lord God of hosts, God of Israel, rouse yourself to punish all the nations. Do not be merciful to any wicked traitors. They return at evening, howling like dogs, and prowl around the city. Behold, they spew with their mouths. Swords are in their lips. For who hears us? They say. But you, Lord, laugh at them. You scoff at all the nations. I will watch for you, O my strength, for God is my fortress. My God will go before me with his loving kindness. God will let me look at my enemies in triumph. Do not kill them, lest my people forget. Scatter them by your power, and bring them down, O Lord, our shield. For the sin of their mouth, and the words of their lips, let them be trapped in their pride. For the curses and lies they utter, consume them in wrath. Consume them until they are no more. Then they will know that God rules over Jacob, to the ends of the earth. They return at evening, howling like dogs, and prowl around the city. They wander about for food, and growl if they are not satisfied. But as for me, I will sing of your strength. Yes, I will sing aloud of your loving kindness in the morning. For you have been my refuge, a stronghold in the day of my distress. To you, O my strength, I will sing praises. For God is my fortress, the God who shows me steadfast love. Psalm 144. Blessed be the Lord, my rock, who trains my hands for war, and my fingers for battle. He is my steadfast love and my fortress, my stronghold and my deliverer, my shield, in whom I take refuge. He subdues peoples under me. Lord, what is man, that you take notice of him? Or the Son of Man, that you think of him? Man is like a breath. His days are like a passing shadow. Bow down your heavens, O Lord, and come down. Touch the mountains, and they will smoke. Send forth lightning and scatter them. Shoot your arrows and rout them. Stretch out your hand from on high. Rescue me and deliver me from mighty waters, from the hands of foreigners, whose mouths speak lies, and whose right hand is a right hand of falsehood. I will sing a new song to you, O God. On a harp of 10 strings, I will make music to you, to the one who gives victory to kings, who delivers his servant David from the deadly sword. Rescue me and deliver me from the hands of foreigners, whose mouths speak lies, and whose right hand is a right hand of falsehood. May our sons be like well-nurtured plants in their youth, and our daughters like pillars carved for a palace. May our barns be filled with every kind of produce. May our sheep increase by thousands, by tens of thousands in our fields. May our cattle be heavy with young, with no breaking in or going out, and no cry of distress in our streets. Blessed are the people who have this. Blessed are the people whose God is the Lord. Psalm 140. Deliver me, O Lord, from evil men. Preserve me from violent men, who plan evil in their hearts. They continually stir up war. They sharpen their tongues like a serpent. The poison of vipers is under their lips. Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from violent men, who have planned to trip up my feet. The proud have hidden a snare for me. They have spread out a net by the wayside. They have set traps for me. I said to the Lord, You are my God. Hear the voice of my supplications, O Lord. O God the Lord, the strength of my salvation. You have covered my head in the day of battle. Do not grant, O Lord, the desires of the wicked. Do not let their evil plans succeed, or they will become proud. As for the head of those who surround me, let the mischief of their own lips cover them. Let burning coals fall upon them. Let them be cast into the fire, into deep pits, that they rise not again. Let not a slanderer be established in the land. May disaster hunt down the violent man. I know that the Lord will maintain the cause of the afflicted, and justice for the needy. Surely, the righteous will give thanks to your name. The upright will dwell in your presence.